Country.
Good afternoon.
Good
Yes,
afternoon to
good
you.
afternoon. This afternoon, we want now to continue with our animal production, whereby now we are going to see on complete dairy animal breedings. Then the subtopic we are going to see culling in dairy animals. Concerning culling in dairy animals, we are going to see that our objectives by the end of the session, the learner should be able to define culling, state the factors to be considered when culling, and explain the importance of culling. We cannot define what is culling. We talk about culling now is the removal or the departure of the cattle from the herd due to cell, due to death. You cull the unproductive one. You need to cull the unproductive one, then you remain with the productive one. Then also we need the second objective is to see the factors to be considered when culling animals. We have certain factors to be considered when culling dairy animals. Those factors, are you able to see in the screen? Are you able to see in the screen?
Yes.
What are those factors that should be considered when culling? Yes,
The age,
age
the age of the animal.
of the animal.
Let me explain. When the age is when the animal is very old,
Yes,
you can consider culling it so
yes,
that you may not encounter losses, since they can they can die anytime, leading to losses.
yes. Thank you, Joy. Mercy. Another one. Yes, yes,
We have poor we have poor performance
yes,
when the production is reducing secretly. You can consider culling the animal.
yes, that is it. Gerald, can
Then
you give us another factors to
health
consider?
health problems.
Yes, another factor. Yes, another factor. Yes,
With health problems.
yes, concerning health problems.
when when the animals are 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 posting abnormal condition,
Yes,
which means that they are not feeling well. You can consider culling them so that you
yes,
avoid getting the loss.
yes,
Mm.
Can I try?
yes. Can you try?
About the udder,
Yes,
you have to consider the appropriate udder size of the animal. For example, if the animal has a small udder, that means that the potential of that animal to produce more milk is limited, and therefore you need to cull it.
that is it. Then other factors you are going to discuss it, you go and look at research on those other factors to be considered when culling dairy animals. Then can we look at now objective number 3, which is now we see the importance of culling dairy animals. What are the importance of the culling dairy animals?
We usually cull the animals so that we can have productive herd that can serve you for a very long time in your farm.
Yes. Another one. Are you able to read in the screen? Yes. Other important to be considered when calling dairy animals. Yes, Gerald, can you try it? Joyce, can you try another factors that should be considered importance of calling dairy animals? Yes. Talk about.
You are not.
I'm not getting the voice.
Yeah, the question.
Importance of calling dairy animals. Importance of calling dairy animals.
Yes, one is to maintain the number of desired animal. For example, in the case of overstocking,
Yes.
which may lead to losses. You have to sell the excess animal so that you can remain with the exact number of animals that a farm can hold
That is it.
without
Another point is
overgrazing.
that you have to consider the health.
Yes.
If animals are likely to have health problems, you also need to consider culling them. The other point is on poor performance. If the animal is performing poorly, for example, if it is sheep, it doesn't have enough, maybe doesn't have the recommended weight, you have to also to consider to cull the animal. If it's not able to produce enough milk, you have also to consider culling it.
Yes. That is it. Then also, I can summarize it. Other concerning the economic benefit that you need to consider the economic of the animal. If it is now performing, to talk about the high production now, is economical. Another one, you can consider achieving a sustainable population. When there is a live population of the animal, you need to cull it in order to abstain them from the starvations. Another one, you disease reduction in terms of health problem that George you have talked about in terms of the diseases. They can dispose the diseases to the human being. Then you need to cull the sick one. Then finally, we talk about the why not giving the surviving animal health, the one that should be eliminated animal, those who are sick should be eliminated so that you can remain with the productive one. Then we are come to an end for our lessons. We want to summarize. We have learned a lot today. We are dividing the culling. We have seen the factors to be considered when culling dairy animal. Also, we have seen the importance of culling dairy animals. Any questions? If there is no question, can you take this assignment? You explain the disadvantage of culling dairy animal. Explain the disadvantage of culling dairy animal. I'm going to be collect next time when we are going to meet the same day on Tuesday. We are going to meet. I'm going to collect that assignment. Have a nice time.